1, 2, 3, 4.
ElimiDATE.
For Texas Pistols.
I might seduce you with my body, but I'm still a virgin.
Hello, Kristi.
They shoot.
The fact that she chose a big 357 was sort of sexy.
They score.
I sure the hell wasn't gonna let her get away with kissing him without me competing.
Don't you have more to offer than a tongue?
That's just a tip of their arsenals.
She dragged Zach away.
What is this girl like on a second date?
Cheap.
It all starts now.
ElimiDATE.
1, 2, 3, 4.
ElimiDATE.
My name is Zach, and I'm a middle school teacher. I'm a pretty goal-oriented person. I'm very determined. When I put my mind to something, I get it done, and I want a girl that thinks the same way. One thing I've learned about middle school children and the women I date is they can both get a little bit whiny, but what they learn very quickly is I don't put up with it. I'm a pretty affectionate guy. I love to hug. I love to hold hands. I like a girl that's not afraid to show me some affection in return, and that appreciates that I'm a romantic guy.
ElimiDATE.
For the first round, I decided to take the girls to Pflugerville. Pflugerville is a smaller town just north of Austin where I live. Good place to get to know somebody and talk to them a little bit, and then go shoot some guns.
I love working with kids because they're really sporadic and random, and that's pretty much the same personality that I have. My name is Jenny, and what can I say? I'm a total tomboy.
Hi.
How are you? You ready?
My name is Zach. What's your name?
Jenny.
Jenny, nice to meet you.
too.
Very nice to meet you.
I jumped on him because he looked really nervous when I was walking over there, and I just wanted to break up the moment a little bit.
I thought that she was going to be a very crazy, sort of wild girl after that.
I'm the type of girl that enjoys the outdoors. I may look high maintenance, but it's just not my style. My name's Morgan, and I'm a free spirit ready to have fun.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? My
Good.
name's Morgan.
Morgan, Zach, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
When I first met Morgan, I thought she was a beautiful, drop-dead gorgeous girl.
Most girls don't like me because I'm attractive and I hang out with all their guy friends. I don't mean it to happen, but sometimes I just kind of steal them away. My name is Michelle, and I might seduce you with my look and my body, but on the inside, I'm still a virgin.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
Michelle, Zach, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. He seems to have a pretty good body, so I can tell he works out.
Guys have a really hard time figuring me out. I'm the type of girl I can go from sitting in church 1 minute to playing strip poker the next. My name's Kristi, and I'm a cocktail waitress at one of the most upscale bars here in Austin.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Kristi. I made
Zach.
you a little something.
Oh, wow.
Been on ice all day, so a little bit cold for you.
Chocolate-covered strawberries. That's really creative.
Zach is definitely a cutie.
Morgan, so what do you do?
I'm a full-time student at Austin Community College, majoring in interior design, although I haven't found my graduate school yet, and I also oil paint.
And so what do you do?
Well, actually, I'm a full-time student also at Southwest, and I'm a special ed major, but when I'm not in school, I'm usually either at a bar or playing outside.
Sounds awesome. I teach middle school children, matter of fact.
Do you?
Yeah.
Right on.
You girls?
I am a student right now at Austin Community College. I'm a journalism major, and I plan on transferring to Southwest in the fall.
That's awesome.
I'm a full-time student.
Full-time student?
I'm a physical therapy major at the University of Texas.
Wow. When I went to school, I was a biochem major, and I was looking to do that. Well, let's have a seat here and talk for a little bit.
All right.
Let's hang out. I can sit on the middle here, and then we can crush people in. Go ahead.
Morgan was pretty straightforward. She just sat right down and tried to claim her man, but he already had his arms wrapped around me.
This jacket looks kind of big.
All right, of course. Jacket's pretty good.
Morgan immediately sat down on my lap on the bench, and I liked it. I showed that she was a go-getter, and she knows what she wants.
Just get a little cozy.
Oh, can I keep your feet for you, honey?
Will you massage them?
No.
That's okay.
So if you ladies weren't here today, what exactly would you do? What do you do on your spare time? What do you do for fun?
I'd either be on the Guadalupe River kayaking or rock climbing.
I don't think Morgan's ever been in the sun, let alone a kayak.
I have 2 jobs, so I spend a lot of time working, and if I'm off, I'm either, well, I like to party with my friends and hang out, but I try to go down to the coast and go fishing as much as possible.
I would be in the gym.
You be in the gym?
I'm in there 5 to 7 days a week. I'm friends with everyone who works there.
I guess whenever I'm not working, I'm just either at school or I'm a fraternity sweetheart for Phi Delta Theta down at Southwest.
What's a sweetheart?
Basically, I just kind of hang around them and cook for them when they need it, you know, when they have rush, help them out with that, stuff like that.
Sounds like I need a sweetheart.
Frat sweethearts to me seem kind of like the place where it's a fraternity.
What do you think of sorority girls?
I cannot stand sorority girls. I'm sorry. It drives me insane. They get in their little groups and start whispering and talking. I walk around and they're like, I'm like, oh, come on, get real, girls.
Guess we won't get along then.
Probably
Are you in a
not.
sorority?
I could have guessed that from the beginning.
How so?
I don't know, you just have that sorority niceness.
Jenny, you could never get into a sorority. You probably just couldn't afford it, and they didn't want you anyways.
Well, what we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna actually head on over to a shooting range, an indoor shooting range here in town, and we're gonna see how everybody can sort of handle themselves with a couple of firearms. You get to pick them, and then you'll shoot. At the shooting range, I was really looking for somebody that would step up, pick a weapon that looked good for them, and really be aggressive there, be a little bit assertive. The fact that Morgan chose a big .357 was sort of sexy.
I think I did pretty well. I think the guy would have dropped if I would have been shooting at somebody.
Even though I'm a small girl, I chose a pretty big gun, and looks like I did pretty well.
I think next time I could do better, but you know what? It's all fun and games.
I was more into trying to get Zach than to trying to hit the target.
Coming up, who will Zach cut first?
Morgan's gonna get cut because I don't think she can hang with the big dogs.
I think Michelle's gonna get cut this round because she's just kind of standing around and being kind of snotty to everybody else.
Jenny's gonna get cut this round because she was closed-minded and just stereotypical herself.
Zach should get rid of Jenny because she's so catty.
ElimiDATE.
Who do you think Zach will eliminate first? Jenny, Kristi, Michelle, or Morgan?
And actually, girls, this is the most intriguing part of the day to me. Every day I'm usually the nice guy, but tonight I'm sort of forced to be the bad guy here and eliminate one of you. And the person I'm going to eliminate is Michelle.
Why?
Well, I decided just because at the get-go you're a little bit shy, and I just thought that we wouldn't have as much in common. So I expected all these girls to show up and play for me, and she was the only one that really didn't. She was a little bit quiet.
Well, Zach, you're not even my type anyways, so whatever.
Michelle, honey, ease it up, pull the stick out of your butt, and talk to him.
I was actually quite surprised. I definitely didn't think that she was going to be the first one cut.
Well, Zach, it's too bad. You know, I'm a virgin, and you had the opportunity to be my first, but you blew it.
In the next round, I decided to take the girls to Hanover's, a country western bar here in Pflugerville. It's known for being a traditional Texas bar with some fun music, a fun crowd, and just a good atmosphere all around. Let's have a little toast, start our night off with. Cheers. A good night. Not being eliminated next. How about that? Cheers. Do you girls go out and drink much? You said you like to party a lot.
I like to go out once or twice a week. I get bored with downtown.
Downtown?
I think I'm downtown every night. I'm either on 6th Street, the warehouse districts, or at a strip bar.
You go out and get drunk a lot too, or?
Define drunk. There's several levels. There's intoxicated, there's drunk, and there's wasted.
There's wasted, okay. So which one do you get? Intoxicated, drunk, wasted?
Wasted.
Talking about going out and getting wasted is not attractive.
And what's the craziest thing you've ever done when you're drunk?
I actually don't remember the end of the night.
You dance on bars.
I think pretty much
wild.
playing strip poker, watching porn and not even realize what it was. I was so wasted. And then I'm just sitting there and like staring at it. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, honestly, do you think you'll ever grow out of that? Getting wasted? You know what? I'm young. You only live once. May as well do it while you can. Y'all want to see crazy? I feel cool over there. Woo! Look at that.
Don't you have more to offer than a tongue?
That's really not something crazy. That's just something happens when you get drunk. I sure the hell wasn't going to and let her get away with kissing him without me, competing.
There's no reason for you to kiss a guy right after he had someone else's tongue in his mouth. Save the best for last.
Best for last?
Definitely.
You want to see? You can beat it?
I'm not gonna do it right now. I don't go right after one another.
That's cool. I respect that.
I think timing is very important.
Morgan just needs to pull the stick out of her butt as well. She obviously doesn't know what's going on and how to have a good time.
Can you dance in country?
I haven't danced in country in a long time, but I'm gonna learn.
I didn't really feel like watching Zach make out with those two girls, so I let him out to the dance floor for a change of scenery.
I think it's really pissing her off that he's not really paying attention to her that much. Went ahead and started dancing on the pole. It was really fun and crazy, and I think it really turns Zach on a little bit.
I never wanted to be a pole so bad in my life.
I don't know what kind of movement that was.
Kristi dragged Zach away from the rest of the crowd, and I don't know what happened, and I don't really care.
There was definitely a little bit of tension when we came back and met with the two other girls. I had a good time. What happened to you? Why didn't you go out and dance?
I'm just not the type of girl to kiss right after another girl. I think timing's everything, and it was just getting a little too aggressive for me. I'm more laid back and just kind of go with the flow kind of gal. And I think that every woman should make sure that they're focusing on keeping that respect for themselves.
I can be a stripper, but I'm not, I mean, I feel that I have tons of respect for myself just because I like to go out and drink. More power, I mean,
I'm not knocking you down.
I know.
You're just not my type of gal. Maybe you are.
We don't mesh well. We don't mesh.
On another level,
We don't mesh well. Honey, please get a life. You gotta learn to live.
Who will Zach cut next?
Morgan's gonna cut this round just because the girl does not know how to have fun, kick back, and hang loose.
I think Morgan's gonna cut this round because she's really fake and not having a good time.
I think Jennifer should be the one cut because we've already got a Kristi and that's enough.
ElimiDATE.
Who is Zach going to eliminate next? Jenny, Kristi, or Morgan?
Well, ladies, this is getting a little bit easier being out the second time I've had to eliminate somebody, but you have all made it very, very hard in the second round. We had a lot of fun in there, but there's one person here I just don't feel like would quite go on to the third and make it as fun or be somebody that I'd want there. And so I'm gonna have to eliminate that person. And the last person that I'm gonna have to eliminate is gonna have to be Jenny.
And why me again?
I think you're incredibly pretty and super fun, but I see us being more friends, like drinking buddies and hanging out, having a great time, and not anything more.
It's alright, I see that too. I guess my boobs just weren't big enough for him. Oh well.
Jenny, you're not really girlfriend material for me, but if I ever see you downtown, let's hang out.
I'm kind of glad that Zach cut Jenny because she was obviously the most competition for me, seeing as her and I are so much alike.
I think Jenny was too much of a follower. I think she needed to come up with her own plan instead of following Kristi.
Good luck to Kristi. I really don't have anything to say for Morgan.
Right now, I'm on top of the Omni Hotel, a hot tub overlooking the city, and I'm just waiting for the girls to arrive so we can enjoy the rest of the night, but with a little bit more privacy. In this round, I wasn't looking for a girl that just looked good in a bikini, but I was looking for a girl that could sort of figure out how to push my buttons and really turn me on. When Kristi dropped that rope and she was wearing that little bikini and had that sexy cowboy hat on, I was definitely like, hello, Kristi.
Hello, how are y'all doing? Ooh, Little Miss Texas, that's adorable.
My swimsuit was a lot better than Morgan's. You can go to any Kmart and all over the United States and get a swimsuit just like hers.
Well, I just want to make a toast. There's a final round here tonight, you ladies. Done awesome. Cheers. So what do you ladies think now that we're in our swimsuits?
I think you need to get
A
naked.
little bit more personal.
I think you need to get naked.
If I get naked, would you get naked?
I don't know, we'll see. Let's find out.
If you lose the top, I'll lose it.
You first.
Called you out on it. You have to do it
I
first.
dare you. I double dog dare you.
And you'll do it if I do it?
I'll do it if you do it. Alrighty.
Is this gonna bother you, Morgan?
Enjoy yourself. No, not at all.
I wasn't planning on getting naked in the jacuzzi, but when Kristi challenged me, I had to put her in her place, and I had to take her up on that challenge.
Look at this skyline, though. That's absolutely beautiful. He's like, no, look at the press.
Morgan tried to draw his attention away by looking up the stars. He wasn't looking at those stars, he was looking at mine.
I think Kristi taking her top off was, cheap.
So a little bit more on a personal level, just ask you, if you were alone with me, and it was just one of us, what would you do that you think would really push my buttons?
I'd maybe take my hands up like this. Head contact.
Honey, what happened to the class you were talking about earlier?
I think she's still being classy.
I was just giving him what he really wanted and making sure Kristi knew that she had some competition.
It really made me curious, what is this girl like on a second date?
You know one thing I like doing that?
What's the one thing you like?
Give him my tongue ring.
Your tongue ring? I have never. I've never had that before. That's very sexy.
I thought it was pretty entertaining watching how far she would go on someone she just met.
What's the one lasting impression that you want to make on me before the end of the night?
That I'm unique, that there's definitely something intriguing about me, and mystery is definitely something to search for.
Kristi, what's the lasting impression you want to give me tonight?
You really want to know?
Kristi, just for your knowledge, a guy can get a kiss from any girl, but to turn a man on, a real man, it takes a real woman.
Definitely made an impression.
Will it be Kristi or Morgan? Zach's final cut is next.
ElimiDATE.
Well, ladies, I first have to say both of you look awesome since you just changed your outfits here. And I had a great night. This has to be one of the best dates I have ever had. But it is ElimiDATE, and I have to make one last decision to eliminate one of you. And the last person that I'm going to eliminate is going to be Morgan.
Really? Well, you know, I made it this far, so what changed your mind?
Well, I was really impressed the way you stepped it up in the last round, but at the same time it really made me think whether or not you were playing to win me or just playing to win.
I think Zach's mistake was that he chose sexuality over sensuality.
Everything Kristi said, she backed it up with action, and that's always what impresses me.
I'm very happy with my performance tonight. I kept my self-respect and dignity. He's looking for an easy time.
Next date might be even better. Go for it.